4 reasons why a monogamous relationship isn't for you. 4 reasons why a monogamous relationship isn't for you. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome to Peace, Love, Happiness 101. On this channel, we give relationship advice. If this is something that you're into, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because we've got a lot to talk about. 4 reasons why a monogamous relationship isn't for you. Coming up next. The first reason is because people do not want to be held accountable for their actions. They don't want to be held accountable for their actions because they know if they are in a monogamous relationship and they know they are not comfortable to be in that relationship, they're going to end up cheating. They don't want to be in a monogamous relationship because they know by being in a monogamous relationship, you're going to have to take accountability for the things that you do in that relationship. Things like cheating, things like talking to the wrong person, things like doing the wrong things in a monogamous relationship. They already know they are not built for that. Therefore, they don't want to be in a monogamous relationship. And sometimes they already know what type of person they are. They already know exactly what they bring to the table, but they're just not gonna tell you exactly what type of relationship they want. That's the reason why I always tell folks, always ask questions. It's okay to ask the person that you're dating right now if they really want to be in a monogamous relationship. There's no problem with that. Ask the person exactly what they want to be in. Don't just dive in. Always make sure that you ask questions, because most people that are into polygamy, most likely they won't even tell you that. And sometimes it's not even polygamy. It's just that the person does not want to be in a committed relationship. Sometimes it's more of a lack of maturity. They don't know exactly what they got. They don't know exactly what they're supposed to be in a relationship. They don't know the true essence of what a relationship is supposed to be. Therefore, they'll be cheating. Therefore, they'll be doing things they're not supposed to be. From that alone, they don't want to be in a monogamous relationship. And sometimes it's going to take years for you to realize that this person is not built for this type of relationship. Sometimes it's going to take time to realize that you wasted your time thinking that this person wanted to be just with you. And sometimes it will take you a while to realize they don't have that in them. And one of the main reasons because of that is because they do not want to take accountability for their actions. They don't want to be in a position where you have to blame them for doing things they're not supposed to be in a relationship. Therefore, the thought of them being in a monogamous relationship is definitely impossible. So if you are the type of person who realize that you cannot be in a monogamous relationship, or if you are dating somebody that you realize who can be in a monogamous relationship, it's best to walk away. Whatever the situation is, walk away. If someone is not capable of taking accountability for his or her action, do not waste your time with that person, because at the end of the day, the relationship will never grow. And that's something you should definitely think about. The second reason is because people get bored easily. I've heard people telling me countless of times they do not see themselves being in a relationship with one person for a long period of time. They do not see themselves being in a committed relationship. They do not see themselves being married with someone whom they choose to spend the rest of their lives with. They do not see themselves being in that cage. Cage is the word they use to identify a monogamous relationship, simply because they realize after 6 to a year, they are missing the excitement that they had at the beginning of the relationship. They are missing the spontaneous things they used to do at the beginning of the relationship. It's almost like every day they want to have that excitement. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people are not built to be in a monogamous relationship. The kind of person who always wants to be with somebody new can never be in a monogamous relationship. The craziest thing about it is that there are a lot of people that are not built for a monogamous relationship. They might not want to admit it, but they are not built for a monogamous relationship. Maybe they are in a relationship for other reasons, but they know deep down, them being with one person is not who they are. They know deep down they have side chicks, they have mistresses, whatever society chooses to call it nowadays. They know deep down that they are not built for that kind of relationship. They know they don't want to spend the rest of your life with just you. They were trying to go around, keep everything secret, but they know deep down they are not built for that kind of relationship because they get bored easily. They always want that excitement, and once they are not able to find that kind of excitement, it becomes a problem for them. That's why I always tell folks to read between the lines. Regardless of the amount of time that you've been dating somebody, you need to understand exactly what the thoughts are when it comes to a monogamous relationship. And sometimes it's going to take years for you to realize that this person was never built for that. That's why it's always good to pay attention and observe things as you go within the relationship. So the second reason is because people get bored easily. People get bored easily. Therefore, they're always going to be looking for something new. They're always going to be looking for the excitement. They're always going to be looking for something they are not used to. because they get bored easily. The third reason is actually a medical condition that we call hypersexual. Hypersexual can happen to either men or women. Hypersexual by definition is when somebody always wants sex. Yes, when somebody always wants sex. They always want it, despite the fact that they just got it, despite the fact that they are satisfied for just a quick minute, 2-3 minutes later, they already want it. And I want to say there's a difference between hypersexual and bad sex. If you are not getting any satisfactions from your sexual life, that's something different. But when you are hypersexual, despite the fact that you are satisfied sexually, you always want it. And whenever you're in that position, that always push you to have multiple partners. Despite the fact that a lot of people might want to make themselves believe that they are able to be in a monogamous relationship, they are not built for that. They have that condition. And the worst thing about it is that a lot of people are not even aware that they have that condition. A lot of people are not even aware that they are hypersexual. A lot of people sees it as sex drive. It's not just sex drive. If you are the type of person who's always trying to have sex any minute, any day, anywhere, anyhow, you are a hypersexual. And this is the kind of condition that will always keep you from ever being in a monogamous relationship. Because what's going to happen is if you can find that sexual satisfaction from the one partner that you got, chances are you're going to go somewhere else to get it. It's like your sexual drive has a 100% consistency. You always want it. You never stop wanting it, despite the fact that you got it for 1 minute. The next one, you always want to have sex. And people like that will never be able to be in a monogamous relationship until they get that condition situated. That's basically the only way. And as I said, for the first two reasons, you always have to pay attention to your partner's behavior. You always have to pay attention to your partner's needs, because sometimes if it's overboard, it is your job to understand that something might be wrong. Something might need some medical explanations, because sometimes the person might not even know that they have that condition, which is one of the reasons why you need to pay attention to those kind of things. The fourth and final reason is that the relationship was never built on love. I need you to pay close attention to the last one, because a lot of people tend to make that mistake. The relationship wasn't built on love. Why am I saying the relationship wasn't built on love? Is because a lot of people tend to get in relationships without knowing the true reasons why the other person decided to get in a relationship with them. And unfortunately, getting in a relationship where love is not at the foundation of that relationship, at some point you're gonna run out of fuel. It's because if love is not part of the ingredients in your relationship, at some point, you're going to realize there was no need to be in that relationship. And that's the problem. People don't understand that the good sex, it's going to go away. It's not going to last forever. The spontaneous time is going to go away. It's not going to last forever. The excitement that you have right now, it's going to go away. It's not going to last forever. You're going to find yourself in a routine. And yes, you're going to probably try to challenge that routine every now and then. But that does not mean that it's going to be the exact same thing that you used to feel at the beginning of the relationship. And that's the reason why love is needed. After all the excitements, all the good things happen, love is going to be one of the reasons why you're going to look forward to get home. Love is going to be the reason behind a lot of things that are going to keep the relationship together. Because at the end of the day, you're always going to find yourself looking for something else. At the end of the day, sex is going to be like an exercise. And at some point, you're going to want to find something new every day, because the foundation wasn't built on love. You cannot have a monogamous relationship if love is not at the foundation of that relationship. You won't be able to stay in any relationship if love is not at the foundation of that relationship. Yes, money could make you happy for some times, but without love, you won't be able to keep the relationship together. Because regardless of how we put it, love is the fuel that keeps the relationship running. After watching this video, I need you to do a little homework with yourself. I need you to do a little homework with your relationship. Try to examine some of the things that have happened in your relationship a little bit, because sometimes it will take somebody to tell you that you are not built for a monogamous relationship to understand the true motion of a monogamous relationship. On that note, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If I've missed something in the process, feel free to let me know in the comments below. For those of you who are new around, on this channel, we give relationship advice. If this is something that you're into, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.